Hello, my friend. Good to see you back on Yoga with Paige. But before we begin our digestive yoga practice today, I have something to share with you. This product I've been testing out for a little bit, and it has made my everyday a little bit easier, so I wanted to share it with you in case it can do the same. If you've been hanging out with me for a little bit, you've probably recognized one or two of these different water bottles that I carry around. But recently, I have swapped it out for a Ringo water bottle. Ringo has sent me one of their mag-safe products to test out, and I have been loving it. I've been taking it to the gym with me everywhere. I've been using it in my own yoga practice, and I'm going to show you how it could benefit you as well. So other than this just being a great water bottle in general, keeping your cold beverages cold for 24 hours, your hot beverages hot for 12, having a nice and sturdy straw. You hear that nice click? It's nice and satisfying. It also doubles as a phone mount. How satisfying is that? A nice sturdy magnet, look at that. Does not move, does not wobble, it will not go flying off. Now you can hit your hydration goals and create or watch your favorite content at the same time. So for me, being a content creator and gym goer, this has been perfect for me to keep me hydrated, keep my phone close by at the gym at all times. And I think it'll be beneficial for you as well because get this. Not only can you put up your favorite Yoga with Paige practice and have me right here with you on the mat, you can also take a moment for a little hydration break and never miss a freaking beat, okay? And don't let me forget to mention that it rotates 360 degrees. So it does not matter if you like to watch your content in portrait mode or landscape mode, you can just swing that baby around. Durable, stable, even when it's empty. So if you want to stay hydrated and make your yoga setup a little bit easier, check out the Ringo water bottle. I will have my discount code and the link for you right at the top of the description. You cannot miss it. # Ringo partner. Let me know if you're going to go snag one for yourself, if you already have one, and how you like it. All right, so now that we're all hydrated and hands-free, we can now begin to incorporate some movements to make your belly feel a little bit lighter, looser, and maybe let something out. Whenever you're ready, we will start in a nice, easy position. Welcome back to the mat, my friend. Welcome back to another one of our digestion bloat relief practices. Today on the mat, we are focusing on hydration. Hydration is key in helping aid your digestion. So make sure you have your Ringo water bottle here beside you or any water beverage of your choice to help you hydrate slowly, mindfully in between our little breaks. We're going to take little sip breaks today. So keeping your water handy near you. Find yourself in a nice, comfortable, easy seat. Taking the hands to the belly, allow them to rest there, allow the eyes to close, and invite awareness into the belly, the lower abdomen, any bloating, tightness, discomfort you may feel. As you inhale, let the belly become round, really, really full, and exhale, expel it all out. On this next inhale, sit up a little bit taller, and on the exhale, drop the shoulders down. Breathing nice and easy, not forcing anything. Take one last breath in, and exhale out. Let everything be. Blinking the eyes open, we can let the hands kind of float to the knees here. We're coming into some spinal rolls. So there are a few different ways you could do this. I am going to take little circles. So using my hands against my knees to kind of bring myself around town and just find some circles. So we want to try to keep our hip bones rooted down onto the mat and begin to hinge from the hips. We can make little circles. Maybe we take this more of a cat and cow. Whatever feels good and nurturing to you. We're just beginning to awaken the spine, get things moving and grooving down there. You might be hearing things waking up. Maybe they're saying hello to you. Invite them in. Say hello back. Ooh, that was a nice little burp I had. Welcome any noises. And just find another breath of mini movement. Returning back to a neutral spine, sit up nice and tall. Inhale. And exhale, take a twist to the right side. Left hand can come to the opposite knee. Right hand can reach behind you as you gently begin to twist, taking your gaze where it feels natural and comfortable. Breathing into the space at the side of the ribs, the lower abdomen. Effectively wringing out your organs like a little sponge. One more big breath here. And exhale, come back through center. Woo! Be careful you don't knock over your water. I'm not used to having things on my mat. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, twist to the left. Remember not to fold in on yourself. Sit up nice and tall and strong, especially if you're in the midst of discomfort. I know sometimes that's when we want to kind of curl into ourselves, but you're here. You're strong. Be confident. And however you feel, however you look, wherever you are today, that's where you're at. And that is perfect in and of itself. Nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to judge, nothing to change. Releasing some of this mental tension can also release your physical tension, and it just might help you release a little bit more, if you know what I'm saying. Last big inhale. And exhale, twist a little further. And then come back to center. Release everything out. We're coming into a little forward fold. So keeping your legs crossed where they are. Reach the fingertips forward. And just allow yourself to kind of melt down. So we can curl through the upper spine, tucking the chin in. Just allowing yourself to melt down. Maybe the forehead reaches the mat. Taking big, full breaths. Letting the belly expand in its own time. Letting it take up space. And carefully raising the head, creeping the fingertips back. And finding your water. We're going to take our first little sip together. So we did a little twisting, a little wringing out, a little compression, and some breathing. So now we're going to take a few sips of water to help try to move the air along, move it out and through. So don't drink too much water, just a few sips is good. That's all you need. Don't go overboard. Balance, right? Okay. So whenever you're ready, take your time. Take your time, no rush. We're going to come onto all fours, making our way into tabletop position, spread wide through the fingers, ground through the tops of the feet, coming into a cat-cow. So we want to make sure our shoulders are stacked over our wrists, our hips are over our knees. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, round through the back, tucking the chin in. Moving with your breath, I want you to really focus on the belly. The belly, the spine, the abdomen, and the chest. On making the belly really round and full, and then carving, almost scooping it out. Let it drop down and hang. Really get that back and forth movement in. As you breathe, letting your body guide you. One more round. Meeting back in tabletop. Gaze between the thumbs, extend through the neck. Inhale, peel this right arm up. Big, big reach. Inhale, reach for the sky. Reach the fingertips to the sky. And exhale, sweep that right arm underneath, coming to lie on the right ear, coming into a thread the needle. If you can, use this left hand to push away from the mat so you're finding a little bit of a deeper twist. But find what works for you. Being careful not to crunch the neck, make any adjustments you need to. Exhale, release the left hand. Inhale, reach the right back up. And tabletop. Make any adjustments. And on your next inhale, peel the left up. Big space. And then grab onto that space. Take it with you. Thread it underneath your arm and come to lie on the left shoulder. And then try to press open with the right hand, reaching that space. It's almost like you're giving your space a hug. And then see where you can soften and release. Coming back up, inhale, reach. Exhale, tabletop. All right, coming into puppy pose. So this is going to be a big stretch of the belly. So walking the fingertips out, allowing the chest to melt downwards. We want the hips stacked over the knees if possible, continuing to walk the fingertips down, allowing for a nice gentle release. Notice where you feel the stretch. Do you feel it in your upper arms? See if you can locate areas of tension in the abdominal, in the belly, and if you can release it. Maybe coming down onto the forehead. Letting your breath expand across your chest and let it fill your stomach. Letting the belly hang down, maybe hearing some gurgles, any other noises. Find one more big breath. See if you can melt and soften just a little bit more. And on your next inhale, carefully lift the chest, press through the hands to raise the chest, and we're coming to lie gently down on the belly. So now we come into a little belly compression. So lying on the pelvis, on the lower belly, plant the forearms down, press the elbows and the palms into the mat as you raise the chest. So we want a little pressure here on the lower belly. If it feels good, we can stay here, continuing to press through the mat to lift the chest up. Otherwise, we can steeple the fingers on the outsides of the mat. And if you find a little bit more movement helps, movement to get things moving, then please take that. Pressing up, finding a stretch, and then finding some compression. Play around, see what works for you. This is one of our last movements. We just have a few left. So take this time, take what you need. And keep moving and grooving, my friends, but whenever you are ready, you can gently press back Come to find a seat up on the thighs. And take another sip of your water. Remember, hydrate, hydrate. Okay. Take a breath. And then take yourself onto your back, down onto the floor. Move your water. If it's going to get knocked over, we don't want that. So rock onto the back. And we're going to find a nice twist. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little love here. And exhale. Let them drop to the left as you gaze over your right shoulder. Just a few breaths of a nice supine twist to really allow yourself to relax and surrender at the end of this practice. No movement here, just breathing. Listening to the sound of your breath. Any sounds of your body. Invite them all in with a sense of curiosity. What are they telling you? What is your body telling you? And come back onto the back, hugging the knees back into the chest. And release them to the opposite side. Sending your gaze and your left hand out to the left side of your body. Opening your arms like a book. Creating a lot of room in the upper chest. Feeling the gentle twist of the lower body. Relaxing the forehead. Letting the breath bring you back into the present, guiding you away from the thoughts, the worries, the stresses of daily life. You are here on the mat, bringing back, giving yourself a sense of vitality and fresh energy. One more big breath in. And on your exhale, roll back onto your back and send the feet up for happy baby. We can grab onto the shins, the ankles, the feet, peace fingers to big toes, whatever feels good for you. Just letting the hips release and open, releasing any stored emotions we may be working through, releasing big breaths. Maybe inviting a little bit of play into the end of our practice, finding a little gentle sway, a rock, a massage for the lower back. Notice how you feel in this exact moment. Know that you are exactly where you are supposed to be on this path. The journey will unfold as it should. And know that you can always return to these feelings of connectedness and of calm that you get to cultivate right here for yourself on the mat. And we can release the legs down into our final shavasana. Tucking the shoulder blades underneath the back, allowing the palms to lie up towards the ceiling by the sides. Allow your breath to return, find its natural rhythm. Allow your belly to rise and fall. And just observe this action, this natural process. Give yourself a few moments to just settle in. Let yourself be. Allow your body to work its magic. And you may slowly begin waking your body up. Stay where you are, return to a seat for one last breath, where I thank you so much for allowing me to guide you on the mat here today. And I hope you leave feeling a little lighter, a little more hydrated, and a little more calm. I'll see you next time, my friend.